What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. It is 8:35 in the morning. What the fuck does that mean? It means it's time to grind some fucking languages. Let's go. Okay, trying to get myself all pumped this morning to do this. But before we do, let's talk about something I've seen discussed in the Discord every now and then. And I figure this is something you'll probably fall into at one stage or another. And that is the attempt to constantly change your system in order to make better gains. What I've done on this channel is a lot of challenges. Challenges using different methods to learn languages. One just pure input, one using like a video/subtitle service, and then also just random little ones in between, including using Anki at different times. I've done a lot of different challenges, just trying out different systems. But one thing is pretty set. Once I start doing something, I do the same system over and over. And the reason being here, okay, is because what will happen is if you allow yourself to think, I'm not making much progress today in my language learning journey. Maybe if I change my system, you'll end up start wasting more time every single day just modifying and changing your system. And this even comes down to something like Anki, for example. Like, I've seen people who change their Anki cards and like the way that they do Anki and play with plugins and stuff pretty much like practically every day, to the point where they're doing more time just modifying and playing with Anki than they actually are learning a language. Now, this is not Anki specific, I'm just giving an example here, but I've seen this quite a bit. And you'll notice with like the challenges I've done on this channel, okay, even though, you know, I complain about certain things, but when I stick to them, I still make progress. See, the most important thing is that you actually do the language learning part and stop playing with, like, you know, all the systems that are in play there, okay? So, yes, I'm not saying as well that you shouldn't fall into the whole sunk cost fallacy where it's like, oh, well, obviously this is not working, I'm only going to do this because, you know, Evildea said just stick to one system. No, like, you obviously got to, you know, review it, but make sure that your reviews aren't too often, okay? So if something's not working after, you know, a day, that doesn't mean change it tomorrow. If it's not working after a week, maybe just stick it out a little bit longer. If it's not working after a couple of weeks, and okay, then clearly that's not something that's going to work for you. And even though I'm giving like time frames here, I'm not actually giving time frames. You need to be able to think about these things in a logical way of, is this not working, as in you're actually not learning, or is this not working as fast as you wish it would? Because sometimes we forget learning a language just takes an insane amount of fucking time to get. Like, you got to dedicate a lot of time, and there's nothing that really speeds that up to the point where you're like, wow, every day I'm feeling insane progress, except for just throwing in more hours of work, okay? So if you do have a system and you don't feel like you're getting the best progression out of it, it might not actually be the system. It might be just that you're in that phase of language learning where it just takes a long time. So don't fall into the whole, you know, gimmick of constantly trying to change everything around day in, day out, trying to look for that perfect system, because you'll just end up spending more hours on doing Anki or just changing into new software and getting used to it. This is why with Anki, okay, I show my Anki decks and people are like, wow, that's really plain, where's all your plugins and shit? I ain't here to fucking learn plugins. I'm here to learn a goddamn language, okay? So I know some people, they love a little pretty background and pretty colors and shit like that, and, you know, all the fancy little rotating stuff. If you feel called out in the comments section, I'm not actually calling you out, but to me, that's just, if that's what keeps me grinding every day, then, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like if I can't push, if I need the flashing colors and bright strobing lights to keep my attention, then I've got bigger issues in life, okay? That's just how I think about it. But anyway, that's my little bitch done and dusted. Now we're going to start the day. And the way I've been starting my days as of recently, because I like to form habits, okay, is in the morning I do my Chinese production practice. It kind of warms up my mouth, and then I go have breakfast and I go to work, okay, and then at lunchtime I either do some input, because usually by lunchtime I'm a little bit tired from work, okay, you know, it can be a bit exhausting, and it's good to just sit down and do some input, you know, not put too much effort in. However, there are days where I need to edit videos, specifically member-only videos, okay? So if you're not a member of the channel yet, go hit that join button down below, or just fucking sub to the channel if you're new here, okay? So I'll probably be editing a member video over lunch today. I think I'll be doing, it's a gaming video with Chocolate Gaming Chinese, so I was doing co-op with him. So I'll edit that most likely, and then after work I actually have a gaming session with him, so I'll be playing with him. and then it'll just be fucking Chinese and Spanish until the night's done and dusted. I may have some chores in between, you guys will see about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So fucking remember, guys, you're here to grind a language, not to grind fucking apps and shit like that, okay? Cool, let's continue. Okay, some of you also asked down in the comment section, what do the Anki cards that I'm currently using look like? I'm only using Anki for production at the moment because LingoPie is paying me to do a series where I'm learning Chinese via their service. So the only thing I feel like I should do outside that service is just production cards. So as you can see right here, this is a production card. It's got Chinese, and then it's got a closed deletion with a note that tells me what that should be in English, and then I just need to automate this by reading and practicing it. So it's like 我每天都学习语言，所以我想拍 vlog。后来我发现了我的观众特别喜欢这种视频 and just check, yep, it's correct, cool, next one. 你要截一下那个美女的脸，因为一会儿要用吗？因为一会儿你要用吗? Okay, so I forgot like the pronoun in here. This was actually a comment I wrote under a video. I got AI to check it. It made some changes. I like those changes, so now I'm just working on those. And as you can see, that sentence, that one came out a little bit crooked and nasty in there, so I'm just going to practice this one a little bit more. 你要截一下那个美女的脸，因为一会儿你要用吗？因为一会儿你要用吗？ And then 你要截一下那个美女的脸，因为一会儿你要用吗？ So just keep doing that, okay? I think that's good enough. I'll mark that one as good. 今天我想用中文录这个视频。Actually, I made a little change. So I actually have automated this so much that I actually misread the sentence and said something else. So 今天我想用中文录这期视频，因为我觉得展示我在中文学习上的最好方法。No, that's probably wrong. It would be 因为我觉得展示我在中文学习上的进步的最好方式就是用中文来录视频. So that one was a little bit nasty as well, and I'll practice this. Now my arm is getting fucking tired, so I'm going to put down this camera. Look who's coming to do her grind of the morning. Every day, same routine, comes over, harasses me for fucking food. Okay, so I'm about to start work, gotta keep the voice down, wife is still in bed. It is 8:50. I'm gonna quickly smash out some fucking breakfast, bro, because I'm starving. Look who wants to go outside. Huh? You wanna go out? You wanna go out? Chin chin tui. Chin chin tui. Come on. Chin chin tui. Kato. 亲亲腿，亲亲腿。I'm not going to let you out until you do with the job. You know what you got to do. 亲亲腿. Okay, fine. Now you can go out. Okay, breakfast is served, and as you can see, still counting the calories. I'm aiming for 1,800 calories per day, which is not much, but this is just short term to get the weight down rapidly, or you know, as fast as possible without freaking starving myself. But yeah, I'm also exercising things and, you know, taking supplements for those who might be worried that I might not be getting enough nutrition. I'm fine, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of generally lazy when it comes to, you know, health and fitness, but I've given myself a new goal as of recently. That goal being that I want to kind of do some acting again, like get into the local acting scene. It's been years since I've done any acting, and I'm going to lose some weight before I do that, because, you know, how many fat actors do you need? You probably actually need more fat actors, but I use it as an excuse. Anyway, that's for me. Okay, just finished breakfast, and now I'm officially going to start work for the day, which means I'll see you guys all at lunchtime. Okay, so it's now 12:30. So actually it's 12:31. So I'm starting lunch right now, as you guys can see right there. Now the plan is for my lunch break, which goes for about an hour, I'll spend 30 minutes editing. I'll spend 30 minutes editing the video with me playing in Chinese with Chocolate Chinese Gaming. If you want to watch those videos, by the way, just become a member. And then after that, I'll actually, you know, I'm going to make some food first. I think I need to make some food first. And there's like some chores that I need to do. And those chores are literally just pulling out freaking weeds from our front yard, because like all these weeds have just started randomly popping up in our front yard. Plus I need the exercise anyway. I need to get outside and get some sunlight. I've been in here freaking all day. Well, all morning. So let's go. Okay, let's begin. Hey, baby girl.
I'm wearing pajamas.
Doesn't matter if you're wearing pajamas. My wife is terrified because she thinks she needs to always look absolutely gorgeous in these videos. But right now, this is how she really dresses. She wears pajamas like all day. Okay, so I've finished weeding. I'm gonna make some lunch now. I actually had a question under my previous vlog where someone was asking, should I do close style Anki cards only when I'm at an intermediate level, or should I, you know, from the very beginning start using them? Realistically, there's no like hard responses. I can't say yes, you must use, or no, you shouldn't use. It really depends on you as an individual. My personal belief is that close cards, they're valuable at any point in the journey, okay? It's just you use those for those parts of the language that you're struggling to automate. So you could be literally right there at the very beginning and you're struggling to automate just the connection between, you know, a noun and an adjective. Make a couple of close cards. Do it. Like, you practice it, and once you're happy with it, you can just delete them. You don't need to keep these things forever, by the way. I know some of us like to like just collect shit for fucking ever, okay? Like, and maybe it's like your metric of tracking, but you know, for these simple things at the beginning, use it for what it's good for, and then obviously after a month or so, you're never going to need these types of cards again. Delete them, okay? That's pretty much my thoughts on the matter. There is no point at which something is only just for one level and you can't use it at any other level. Boom, lunch is served. Okay, so as you guys can see, the gaming video is done. I am exporting it and I will upload it before our next gaming session. Which actually means that this video will already be on the channel. You guys probably already would have seen it if you're a member. By the time that this vlog is uploaded. Okay, so I've just finished work. It is currently 4:17 in the afternoon. Finished a little bit early. It's Friday. We generally finish a tiny bit early on Fridays. I'm just going to go for a walk for about an hour. I'm going to listen to some Dreaming Spanish. I might actually just chill for 30 minutes and not listen to anything, just kind of like unwind, because I was working on a few complex problems today. And then we shall see where we go. I've just found a nice little spot in the park for me to sit down and just have a chat with you guys to the camera. So I'm learning two main languages at the moment, Chinese and Spanish. And then also I've got Esperanto on maintenance mode. So I go through these phases where, you know, for several months of a year, where I'm just really into one or two of those, like one of those two languages. It's either Spanish or Chinese. And when I get really into one, I suddenly lose not all interest, but most interest in the other one. And then at some point it just randomly flips. And I think that's kind of good in some ways because it keeps things kind of fresh for me. I'm able to constantly swap between languages, you know, rather than just getting bored of one and then just completely giving up on it. It's more like I keep making progression with it, but the progression speed slows down. So right now, I'm definitely entering into a full Chinese phase. And I think that's simply because in about a month or so, I'm going to be flying over to China and staying over there for a month. So naturally, my brain's like, bro, we got to really work on the Chinese. So I'm moving deep into the Chinese phase right now, which means, unfortunately, that on the Spanish side of things, I'm doing what is necessary to keep the challenge moving forward, but not doing more because I've just kind of slightly lost interest in it. I know it's not going to like disappear completely. It's not me giving up on Spanish. Don't freak out about that in the comment section, guys. I'm just saying, like, right now my interest lies with Chinese and Spanish less so. And you know what? In some ways, I blame the challenge for that because the challenge has made it really hard to continue. You know, there's different points when using the ALG route with Dreaming Spanish, or whatever you want to call it, the DS implementation of ALG, okay, automatic language growth. There's different points at which you kind of lose interest for different reasons. Like, for example, somewhere between the 100 to 300 hours, the content when I was doing it was not there, and it kind of kills it for you. Then around the 600 mark, if you don't start speaking and reading early, you kind of, again, it happens, you lose this interest because although the content's there, you feel like you're not making any progression because you still can't touch native content, okay? And now at the point where I'm at, over 1,100 hours, I feel like I'm going through that again, this time because my speaking is so poor. It's so bad, and basically I keep falling back on just listening more and more and more, which kind of fits in with what people do with ALG. When they feel like their speaking's not good enough, they fall back on listening, and I can understand why they do that.
it's because they feel like, oh, I need more listening. But for me, it's not because I know I need more listening. It's simply because my speaking abilities are so poor and I have no active recourse to practice that beyond just trying to stumble through conversations, that in order to fulfill my time, with Spanish, I just do more and more listening. And plus, I have no real active need in my daily life for Spanish, so it's like listening, speaking, it's kind of the same outcome for me. But I should really be doing a lot more speaking. Like, I haven't done any classes on Worlds Across recently. I actually stopped when there was an earthquake, I think, in Venezuela, and they cancelled a bunch of classes, and then after that, it kind of broke my habit, and I haven't gone back. I have to go back, but I don't know. Just not feeling it right now, Still doing 2 hours a day, but just not quite feeling it. But this is a natural thing with languages, And this actually leads me into the next part, okay? We're just gonna go on a full-on fucking memory dump of everything I've been thinking about. Okay, so the next thing I've been thinking about is, I saw today when I was just randomly walking along a video. Some dude studies 6 languages a day or something. I don't know what the video is called. I've seen these videos so much. And I honestly think, how the fuck can you do that and actually make progress? I know there's people that must be doing that out there. There's probably a few of you down in the comment section. You have to let me know, because if I was doing that many languages a day, with 2 languages and a full-time job, I'm cooked. And I still feel like progression is slow, but progression does exist. And I'm doing a lot of hours, 5+ hours most days, okay? So how the fuck would you do it for 6 languages? So there's only 2 outcomes. One, you actually enjoy studying and you don't care about progression. You're just happy to, reach some point in 10, 15 years with each language. Or they're just doing it for clicks on YouTube to, just show off their notebooks and stuff and get views. But I would hate to run that type of channel. It's, it kind of reminds me of, Salma's channel. He's a famous guy who speaks Chinese, white dude. He speaks Chinese well, and then he doesn't really speak any other languages. He makes videos every week where he learns enough words in each language to go shock the locals, okay? And I watch his content occasionally, and I think I would fucking hate that. Because every week, it's you go learn a bunch of words to do a video, and then you promptly never return to that language again. You just move on. Maybe it's a different type of person. But to me, I'd feel like I'm wasting even more time than I am in a lot of ways with what I'm doing with ALG. Because at least with ALG, there is constant progression. I am constantly moving forward with Spanish. But if every week I'm just learning a little bit of a language and then I dump it and then I move on to the next, what's the point? Unless you just enjoy the mechanics of languages, but you don't actually care about learning the language. That's a whole heap of shit I just randomly dumped on you guys. But I guess that's what you're here for. You like hearing about this stuff. Anyway, I fucking love this spot. Check this place out, eh? I don't know why I've never seen this spot before, but I'm just gonna chillax here, lay down on the ground and listen to Spanish for the next 30 minutes to 40 minutes. But we shall see. Okay, I've just finished dinner. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to start my gaming session. I actually really love doing my gaming sessions in Chinese because I'm at a point in Chinese now where I can have pretty good conversations, not the most in-depth conversations, but at least I can have conversations in Chinese while playing games. And to me, that's just that is the pinnacle of what I want, okay? Everything from here on out it just gets better and better. Anyway, I better actually set up for that. So where the fuck's my... It's where the fuck's my camera at? I'm holding it, you fucking idiot. Okay, I just finished an hour and 16 minutes of gaming in Chinese with Daniel from Chocolate Chinese Gaming. Fucking had a ball of the time. I love it, okay? Especially now that I'm at the point where I'm actually able to use the language. So the plan now is I'm just going to disappear into Lingo Pi for the next 2 hours. And then I'll give you guys an update once I'm done there. Look, Grangers, look! I've done on my Lingo Pi. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, you see that? You see that magic number? That's right, boys. We done 2 hours. We're smashing it today. We're fucking smashing it. And you know what's even better? Tonight, I actually have a lesson going on Lingo Pi. So I'm going to... That's another hour right there. Bros, I don't know what I'm on today. It's... I don't know what I'm smoking, but I've done 25 minutes of production practice, okay? 25 minutes. That's 25 minutes of that, 60 minutes of a gaming session with my my Chinese friend, that's Daniel from Chocolate Chinese Gaming, 121 minutes of freaking CI on Lingo Pie, and I got an hour coming. I think my wife doesn't see me anymore. I don't think she actually cares. Bro, how much is this all up? I gotta count time. So this is 206 minutes, okay? So 206 minutes just there, and I haven't even chucked in the Lingo Pie hour I'm gonna do. So that takes me up to, bro, I've done 4.4 hours. That is insane. How did I even manage that? I literally, every second today, for some reason, my brain's just like, do Chinese. Do Chinese. Just do the Chinese. Also, don't forget, if you decide to get Lingo Pie because of me, go to the link down in the description and sign up there, okay? Because that gives me money, and money good. It allows me to do more time with the Chinese. Okay, let's settle the fuck down, bro. You're gonna turn into a meme. We have only done 40 minutes of Spanish though today. I better catch up on the Spanish. Bro, I should take a break, but I don't know. I'm just wired to the... I was gonna say wired to the end of my hair then, but I don't have any hair. Like, this is a go day. This is a go day because probably tomorrow is going to be a fail day. So let's just enjoy it in the moment and not question it.
Cuando muchas personas deciden unirse para ayudar. Y eso es exactamente...
Well, that's it, grinders. We're done. 2 hours of Spanish. Boomskis. So 1 hour of that was on platform, 1 hour was off. I got about 10 minutes and then I got my Chinese class. Fucking today has been full on. But I got the weekend, so the weekend will be more chill. Probably not, but that's what I tell myself every day before the next day. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section. Hit that join button, become a member of the channel and help support what I do. And I'll see you all in the next video. And if you're not there, I will violate you with a pitchfork.